Welcome back to the channel. We're an adventure with Nick and Rachel, and we bring you the best places to hike and explore in the Southeast and more. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of our adventures. Today we are doing the Gregory Ridge Trail up to Gregory Bald. We're actually going up to campsite 12 and then spending the night there, so that's why we got our backpacking gear on. We're gonna backpack there, spend the night, wake up in the morning, and then hike to Gregory Bald and hike back out. So we are looking forward to seeing this bald. It's been something we've been looking forward to for a long time, so let's get going.
If you are wanting to do this hike, just remember that the start of this trail is 7 miles into the 11-mile one-way loop road in Cades Cove. If you've ever been to Cades Cove, you know how busy it can get. Also, you should keep in mind that on Wednesdays, Cades Cove is closed to vehicles.
This is a tree root. It's so big you could live under it. So anyway,
we're just bad packers.
Well, no, not that. I mean, I'm taking camera gear, but still, I got tripods. People normally wouldn't carry, and batteries and lens, microphone, all that stuff. But which adds a ton of extra weight. So if you appreciate these videos, please give them a like, because it's a lot of work. But yeah, the other day I seen pictures. It snowed on top of these mountains like a day or two ago, and it dropped down into like the teens, and that was literally like a day or so ago. So I was like, I'm packing extra just in case it drops down super low. So we got like tons of extra layers.
In the Smokies, temperatures can vary 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit from the base of the mountain to the top. The spring months show the most variability in weather and temperature changes. So if you've ever been freezing while camping, then you know it's better to overpack, in my opinion. Better to be safe than sorry.
Nothing ever comes easy. I guess the packs are coming off for this one. Most people thought they went through there and over all this other stuff. I'm going over this. Alright. Good?
Yeah.
Flip right there, not in the hole. Well done. So, just spotted something pretty cool. The ferns, the sun's going down, so the ferns are all rolling back up. Usually we catch them when they're coming out in the morning or whatnot. This time we get to see them as they're rolling back in. It's pretty cool. If we had time, it'd be pretty neat to do a time lapse on it. Watch it roll up.
Oh yeah, that one under there. That was under there.
They're all rolling back up. See, look. If I can get it to focus, there it goes. It's like nature's little fruit roll up. It'd be cool if they were edible. They would be the fruit by the foot in nature. This is gonna be a tough one. So on the way up here, me and Rachel passed about, how many bear?
4 or 5.
They are everywhere right now, and they were walking around, and the bear over here on this side of the park, they're scared of nobody. They'll walk right up to you. People come, in Cades Cove, they'll come right up to the car, eat right out of people's hands. It's a huge no-no. Don't do that ever, because you're conditioning the bear to do exactly what we're not wanting them to do right now. We don't want to be coming in contact with anything like that, like in close proximity. And if you see them and they go away, it's one thing, but whenever you condition them to eat from your hand and do all this other stuff, not only is it dangerous for you, it's dangerous for the bear, because once they get conditioned to that over and over again and start coming close to people, the Park Service will actually put that bear down. So just don't do it. It also makes for, a scary experience if you're not used to coming out in the woods and stuff, especially if the sun's going down, bear around. Don't feed the bear. That's all you gotta do. Just pick up your trash, take it with you. Don't feed the animals. Don't get super close to them. Take your pictures and get some memories, but that's about it. Leave them alone.
Leave no trace.
We're getting closer to our campsite. We're starting to smell campfire smoke. Hopefully we get a decent little campsite and this trail's starting to give us some decent elevation, and most of it you get tomorrow. So hopefully we both get a good night's sleep. A few minutes ago I was talking about smelling smoke. Right up there. There's definitely people up there burning. So I guess we're gonna be for sure sharing a campsite with some people. Most of the ones we've been to are all usually spread out. So hopefully this one's no different and we ain't like right up on top of each other. Have some privacy, and that'd be nice. But, and also, you never know who you're gonna be camping with, so hopefully they're, you know, decent people and aren't serial killers. They're not, Rachel. You'll be all right.
Got my bear spray.
I'll protect you. I got these hands.
My bear spray and my little poker knife.
Right above Rachel's head, there's a tent with fire.
We beat the sun.
And we beat the sun. Not hiking in the dark with all the bear. Now we're gonna get wrapped up in our sleeping bags like little burritos for the bear. Man, Rachel, don't you just love the Smokies? Look how beautiful it is. It's just so peaceful here. If you've never been backpacking or hiking in the Smokies and you're close by or want to make a trip, highly recommend it. It's amazing. Can never go wrong. Doesn't matter where you go. 5 stars. For sure. This is like our second or third bridge crossing on this trail. There is a little water on the trail. So if you don't want to get your feet soaking wet, wear some all-weather hiking shoes or waterproof ones.
So we made it up here. There is a group down there.
A massive group, dude.
Yeah, and they've got a couple tents up here, so we're trying to figure out where we want to put our tent. But we'll have our campfire right here and just sit and chill.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. I mean, it feels great. The tent there. This is the upper portion. Tent there, and there's a massive group of people down there. I'm thinking about grabbing this little area here, but that's what happens when you're the last to arrive. You get the whatever's left. So anyway, there's a massive area down there you can camp, and pretty big area up here. But if you want it all to yourself, or at least the first pick, get here early.
Yeah, for sure.
I was about to unpack my bag and I've been giving somebody a ride. Look, he's been crawling all over my bag this whole time. Let me do some light. There he is. Get off my bag. Oh, he's hurt. Oh, no, he flipped over. I don't kill spiders, so Rachel.
I do.
You don't love nature.
I love nature.
Can't kill nature and love it at the same time.
Kill spiders. Oh, I learned a fun fact about spiders in your house.
What is
If
it?
you're one of those people that relocates the spider outside, that spider's gonna die.
Well, I'm one of those people. All things die, so that's on them once they get outside.
Set up its death process.
Well, that's fine. They ain't gonna do it on my watch. I'm not gonna be the one going and pulling the lever on their little spider life. I made a mistake. I've been trying to get a fire going and everything else. I forgot to zip my tent up, so I just let every bug in the world in here. Hopefully, they're gonna leave me alone. But we got people all beside us, so we gotta be really quiet. Rachel's getting our dinner together. He's drinking all the sugars that are coming out of the tree. Grilled chicken with spring spinach Alfredo. I'm about to try it.
Give it a taste.
bad. You can't have any. You won't like it.
Get good flavor.
That's pretty good.
Better than that beef stroganoff that one time.
Rubber beef stroganoff.
Ugh.
God, that was so horrible. We were walking around with a Vecto bag filled with water, and it took on the flavor of the whole bag, and we had to cook our food with it, and it literally tasted like beef stroganoff that was made of rubber.
It was the worst burps ever afterwards. Beef
Felt like I ate a
stroganoff
rubber
and rubber.
tire.
Yeah, bad.
This ain't bad though.
Spicy African peanut stew with sweet potatoes. Smells good.
It smells good, but do I want that on trail? Let's see. First impressions. Get a look at this face. It's good?
I like them.
Really?
Got a lot of flavor.
Well, that's good. I'm glad, because it didn't sound like it was that great. It's a vegan meal. There's no meat in there. Or vegetarian. Well, so the other meal I was talking about was Alpine Peak. Was it Alpine? Yeah, Peak Refuel. Peak Refuel. This one's Alpine Peak, right?
This one's Alpine Air.
Alpine Air, and then Peak Refuel is probably my favorite so far that I've tried. I have a lot of favorite ones from them. Is it getting worse as you eat it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. At least you have at least a bite or two of mine.
I don't know, maybe it was that one bite.
The one bite was bad, now it's good again. It's still bad? Oh, I'm sorry, that sucks.
Very warm. What do you think?
It's not horrible. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 1. But it'll keep you alive, I guess.
There's cilantro. Yeah.
Cilantro?
It's the cilantro. It's giving it.
A crazy, weird
This is the first
flavor.
time I've ever thought cilantro has a soapy taste.
Because it's mixed with something sweet and not savory. It's mixed with a sweet potato. It's bringing out that soapy taste. Anyway. It ain't bad, but it ain't good either, so I wouldn't recommend it. And I'm guessing that's a no from Rachel too. It's like a little after 10. We wrapped up eating and we built a fire. It's still going, but everybody that was around us at the campsites, they were like the ones down there that we showed you earlier, and then the tents that were here, they actually came up before the sun went down, and they were all in their tents. So we have been trying to like basically tiptoe around the camp and whisper everything. That's why we're talking really low on the video, but we got our tents a little bit further away from them, so they should be okay right now. But we're just now getting into bed. I usually don't go to bed early, so it's going to be rough for me to try to go to bed at 10. I'm a night owl. So, anyway. Didn't sleep as normal, but I did try out this new pillow. Got a nice little strap on it. It's from a brand called Outskirt. Everybody, even though they went to bed at 8:30 last night, all the neighbors are all still in the bed. I still gotta be quiet, so anyway, we're about to try to pack up and get out of here. I'm gonna just take my time because I'm still kind of tired. So, how'd you sleep?
Not great. I'm warm, but
I was probably hot, actually. But, yeah. We're going to continue packing up, and then we'll catch you in a second once we get everything in our bags and stuff. Here's a look at the campground. This is the upper portion.
There are more more than 100 designated backcountry sites and shelters that exist within the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. This was a nice campsite. It had 2 fire rings, a bear cable for food storage, plenty of places to set up camp, and a great water source.
We are off. Didn't get to film a whole lot because there's just so many people down there around us at the campsite, which is unfortunate, but it was a nice little campsite. The trail runs right through the campsite. We were like over in there behind that log, but as you can see, there's a ton of room, and on the back end, like way over there behind those tents, is a water source. So keep that in mind if you're going to do backcountry campsite 12. That's what it looks like, and it is pretty peaceful, really pretty.
This is our second backpacking trip in the Smokies. We've enjoyed both trips so far and would love to do more backpacking. If you have any suggestions on what our next backpacking trip should be in the Smoky Mountains, let us know in the comments below.
You got it. There's so many down trees on this trail. Alright, my turn.
At this point, the trail started to open up and we got a good overlook of the mountains and Cades Cove. Although it's spring, looking out at the reds and the oranges of the trees, it looks like the ending of fall. We came on the perfect day. The temperature was perfect and there was a nice cool breeze the entire day.
The views. So in the higher elevations, spring's starting to arrive here in the Smoky Mountains. What day is it again?
April 8th.
April 8th. So if you're ever wanting to do any kind of backpacking in the higher elevations and you want to see some kind of leaves on the trees, maybe
Almost looks like fall.
Yeah, it does. It looks like the end stages of fall. There's a lot of color on the trees now. It's starting to come back. It's really nice. Almost kind of tricking you because it feels like fall. It feels great.
It feels really good.
It's the best feeling hike we've been on in a long time.
I'm glad we have that breeze.
So that green break right there is part of Cades Cove. I'm pretty sure once we get up to the top of where we're going, we'll probably have a really decent look at it. But it's pretty cool. Once you start getting higher up, you can start seeing it. This is a beautiful area to hike. I want to come back and do these in the fall, like this area. That'd be awesome. So pretty. One thing to note, also on this trail, tons of downed trees. I haven't filmed all of them because it'd just be boring of us crossing tree after tree after tree, but there's a lot. That's probably like
the 5th or 6th one.
Yeah, easy. How you feeling?
Tough.
You're feeling tough, or the hike's tough?
The hike's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. And these big old bags makes it a lot harder. This is like the first flat break since the flat area we were camping on. It's been all straight uphill the entire go of it. It's just the first welcome break. This is like, what does this feel like? Feels good, huh? That'll probably be the next little turn. I'll probably be going straight uphill again.
Turns out Nick was pretty spot on that was the last flat spot until the ball. From the campsite, it was a pretty gradual incline, but with a few spots that were not so gradual. We had to take a good bit of breathing breaks, but had to be careful or we'd get a mouthful of gnats. They were pretty relentless on this trip.
1,300 more foot to go, and that's like number 10 tree in the trail. Easy. So a lot of that, if you're not like mobile, If you don't think you can tree scramble, which they're not like extremely hard. That was the hardest one because you had to walk up a really steep hill covered in leaves and come around. But if you don't think you want to do that, then it's probably not the trail for you, because they don't look like they've cleaned up this stuff in a long time.
Just want to drop in and say thank you for sticking around to watch our trip to the Bald. We appreciate it. If you're enjoying the video, please make sure to give it a like. Also, if you'd like to see more of our adventures, make sure to subscribe.
So we have reached a part of the trail where there's thousands and thousands of little, what are those, purple flowers? Whitish purple? They're everywhere. All down the hill, all up the hill.
That's one of my favorite parts about spring in the Smokies.
Yeah, just all the beautiful flower.
Watch your feet, you get a pretty little view.
I like those purple.
There's so many different colors too.
Those
there's white, there's these white with like the pink lines, pink. You got purple, yellow. The trilliums, like
that trillium we seen last night, that purple, that violet one.
Like burgundy.
I think it's called a white trillium.
But it was burgundy.
I'm pretty sure it's a white trillium. I don't know why. I think it changes colors, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna double check that when I get home, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
It was beautiful. Got little flowers in my hair.
Let me see.
So I look left like Silent Bob.
No, it's
Jay.
Jay. Jay and Silent Bob. Well, you would have to have your hair down and then really straight for you to be Jay.
Yep.
They look good though. You look pretty.
Balds in the Great Smoky Mountains are somewhat mysterious things. These treeless areas high in the mountains were described by naturalist Edwin Way Till as pieces of prairie lifted thousands of feet into the air, but no one is quite sure how they came to exist in the southern Appalachians. Biologists have many theories, including speculating that ice storms, grazing, fire, woolly mammoths, or Indian occupation could explain their origins. There are two types of balds, grassy balds and heath balds. Around 20 grassy balds have been identified in the Smoky Mountains. Biologists have predicted that within a few decades, all would be gone if natural succession was allowed to continue. Because of this, the National Park Service decided to manage some grassy balds and keep them in the shape they were in when the park was established in 1934. Andrews Bald and Gregory Bald are the two that the Park Service consistently manages.
First impressions? Look at that crazy looking tree behind you. How the limbs are growing. Interesting. The views are
360 degrees.
Yeah. As expected, it's going to be windy up here, but feels great. They say we take off these packs, relax for a few minutes. On the highest point, I guess on Gregory's Bald, or this mountain.
Geological survey.
Can you tell what it says?
4,949 feet above sea level.
Oh man, what is this?
Mango habanero.
Mango habanero beef jerky. Can you think of a better place to have a snack?
We have made it to Gregory Bald. You get 360-degree views of the Smoky Mountains. It is beautiful, and you can see right down there Cades Cove, which is really cool to see from up here. But that hike, man, that was a tough hike, especially with those big old packs on, but it was certainly worth it to get the views up here. The trail up here, you got pretty good views all the way up here as well, which I really loved it. I liked this hike. It was difficult, but it was worth it. Thank you guys for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on our next video.